All right, good morning, everyone. One of the themes that are the theme that runs through everything that we do related to the work at the Secretary of State's office is the line, my vote, my right, my responsibility. And we're going to talk a little bit today about how we're making it easier for people to fulfill that responsibility. Our goal has always been to make elections accessible, accurate, and secure. And in meeting those standards, elections officials have their responsibility, and so do the voters. And I want to take a moment, though, to walk through some of the positive steps we have taken in the past 2 years to prepare for the upcoming election. We've worked at improving access for voting for all voters in Ohio. The statewide mailing of absentee ballot applications to all voters in the state was a major step in that direction. And it's important to remind all that that means that all voters can start casting ballots 35 days before the election. They will have more than 750 hours in which to cast a vote, and they don't even need to leave home to do it, dramatically improving access. We did the same thing in terms of improving access through the Military Ready to Vote program, which celebrated its 1-year anniversary yesterday. We have helped 900 service members in 15 countries and 35 states access the opportunity to vote a ballot in Ohio, as they are Ohio residents, and that does not even count the many others that did it locally through their boards of elections. We have the Grads Vote program, which gave me the opportunity to speak at 30 high schools and to work to ensure that all graduating high school students received a ballot or a registration card to register to vote. And we created myohiovote.com, which is essentially a one-stop shop for voters in the state to do all the things that they need to do to fulfill that responsibility in the process of voting. We have undertaken unprecedented poll worker training and recruitment. Through our poll worker recruitment effort, we have signed up 600 new poll workers just through our office. And in this election cycle, we are going to require training for all poll workers, not just new ones. On the front of uniformity, I think it's important to mention, even though it's redundant, that this year all voters in all 88 counties will receive an absentee ballot application sent to their home, making things uniform statewide so that we don't have just some voters in some counties having access to voting from home in an efficient manner. We've also streamlined the confusing provisional ballot application, which should make that process run more smoothly. We've greatly improved the accuracy of the statewide voter database. This is something that we've done, but we've also would not have been able to do it without the great cooperation of our local boards of elections. And in the past 2 years, we have done more to upgrade the statewide voter database than was done by previous administrations since its existence in 2004. We have removed more than 19,000 deceased voters from the rolls. We have worked to resolve hundreds of thousands of duplicates that were on the voting rolls in the past. And we entered into an agreement with the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, and this is an important one. This has been very important for today's announcement, for data sharing to ensure that the records for voters in Ohio are more complete and that we are streamlined our process and have our voter rolls maintained more in accordance with the National Voter Registration Act that has ever existed since the act was passed. We are doing more with less. We have 15% fewer employees than the previous administration did, fulfilling our responsibility as Ohio has experienced tough budget times. These efforts have been nationally recognized through a recent study by Common Cause and the Verified Vote Foundation and the Rutgers University Law School. Ohio is rated as one of the top 6 states in the country in terms of election preparedness. We are also rated as an all-star state from the Military Voter Protection Project. We are good and we're getting better. If you've listened to me at all this election cycle, I've talked about striving to have the balance between access and accuracy, meaning making it easy to vote, but also making sure that the integrity of our election system is upheld and secure. And today we are unveiling a new online service that for the first time will allow Ohio's registered voters to change their voting address online. The online change of address system will make it easier for voters to meet their responsibility. And if they do, they can vote a regular ballot rather than a provisional one. Now, I want to hit this point very hard that I'm about to make because it is very important. Why does this matter? Had this system been in place during the 2008 presidential election, it's estimated that 130,000 voters who cast a provisional ballot could have taken advantage of this convenience and cast a regular ballot, which is about 65% of all of the provisional ballots cast in an election. So if voters take advantage of this new tool and update their addresses online, it is likely that a lot fewer of them would have to vote a provisional ballot. Now understand, there will be more provisional ballots because it's a presidential election than we normally have. We can reduce that. We can reduce that amount if voters take advantage of this tool.